What up, yo? Frank 5D back on the attack with the Rap Scene Weekly Wrap-Up. Drake, being the Iceman that he is, placed a big stack of ice blocks in downtown Toronto that contained the release date for his heavily anticipated album, Iceman. And as they say, if you build it, they will come. The circus was on as Drake fans, haters, and everyone in between came to see the show as looters hacked and burned at it. The prize was found and a series of social media posts followed. Now everyone's eyes are out for the next stunt and definitely focused on May 15th, as streamer and personality Almighty Kishka chopped out a grail of a bag with all kinds of goodies inside. There was an AI debate on how long what they call Drake's ice pyramid would take to melt, but Toronto Fire Services wasn't having it, literally taking fire to it just after the Iceman treasure was found. All definitely a coordinated show as the Iceman rollout continues. Fans don't care what he says, they just want him to say it already, and they apparently don't have to wait much longer. Oh, and he's icing out his courtside playoff seats in Toronto. Cold game, yo. Singer David, real name David Anthony Burke, faced a judge in Los Angeles this week and pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder in the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. He also pleaded guilty to SA of a child under 14 and mutilation of human remains. Prosecutors stated they have a mountain of evidence and he was denied bail, but his attorney reportedly told the court that, quote, the actual evidence in the case will show that David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The case has sent shockwaves through the zeitgeist and David is potentially facing death row, not the record label. At the very least, if convicted, he's never coming home. The public says too much matches up and has damned him already, but he's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Shit is ugly, but we'll see how the trial plays out. Tory Lanez has filed a massive $100 million lawsuit against the California Department of Corrections, claiming they failed to protect him while incarcerated. At the center of the lawsuit is the violent 2025 incident where Lanez was poked up multiple times by another inmate while serving his sentence. According to reports, he suffered serious injuries including collapsed lungs and had to be airlifted to a hospital. What makes the situation heavier is the claim that officials knowingly housed him with a high-risk inmate and didn't respond quickly enough once the attack started. Tory's legal team is framing this as more than just negligence. It's being described as deliberate indifference to his safety given his high-profile status. The lawsuit also alleges that prison staff seized unreleased music and lyrics during his hospitalization, raising questions about intellectual property and exploitation. The court of public opinion is not looking at this as just a prison incident, but a case that touches on accountability and how the system handles high-profile figures. Whether the lawsuit holds up or not, it's another reminder that Tory's story continues to unfold far beyond his music. Since Mac Miller's tragic passing, his brand has only grown stronger, and this week, Mitchell & Ness announced a collab with the late artist's 92 Till Infinity estate. The collection celebrates Mac and his hometown team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. The collab is a clean blend of hip-hop and sports, and they've got it right with gear that feels personal and not just commercial. An IG caption reads, "This collection is a tribute to Mac Miller, to the most dope spirit that still echoes through Allegheny County. From free shows at the Shadow Lounge to the world's biggest stages, Mac represented the 412. He was the kid from Point Breeze who turned his dreams into a global movement, making a whole generation feel they could conquer the world without ever forgetting where they came from." Featuring a capsule of Living Magician jerseys, headwear, and apparel, we're bringing the Pittsburgh state of mind back to the global stage. This is dope as hell and an obvious dub for fans of the team and Miller alike, as it pulls heavily from both legacies and identities. The pieces are fly, but the drop isn't about hype, it's about legacy, pride, and honoring an artist that meant something deeper than the music. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. Staying with fashion for a second, poppy wardrobe style, Wu-Tang's own Cappadonna has opened a new boutique named after his first album, The Pillage. If you know Kappa, then you know his love of fashion goes beyond what most people think of when you think of a rapper's fashion sense. But he's been one of the most fashion-forward MCs of our time, and he ain't new to this, he's true to this. And the Wu-Tang ethos runs through the design. Cappadonna stands for consider all poor people acceptable, don't oppress nor neglect anyone. And he says we stand on that. Not sure how poor you can be and still afford a jacket, but this is another dope look, especially with the imminent induction of the Wu into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame later this year. Kappa also runs the environmental-friendly Angry Elephants that funds protection for wild animals. You can even legit hop onto the site and adopt a giraffe. Shout out to Cappadonna. New music this week is all over the place. We got a lot of singles like Supreme from Ninth Wonder and Saya, Questions by MC Search featuring Apathy, Tear It Down from D12 featuring Exhibit and Be Real, High Yeah by Vado featuring Dave East, GOMF by Lotto featuring Glorilla, Bet It All by French Montana and Max B featuring Chase Belly, Don't Leave Me Lonely by Fredo Bang and Big X The Plug, Shoreline Mafia with Woodfire Buffs, and Today by Sauce Walker, just to name a few. On the album front, we got Benny the Butcher and Black Soprano Family with Ashes in the Safe, Maya P with Pixie Dust, Montana 700 with Sedatra Son, FCG Heem with Hood Blues, Sir Michael Rocks with Rocks Paper Scissors Choices, Shorty Shorty with More Than Music 3, and Reason with Moving Toward Love, Pink. Definitely enough to get you through the week. Offset is speaking out following being shot by someone in Lil TJ's crew, outlining how he was hospitalized on a Monday and was back on stage by Friday. He appeared on Creators Inc., addressing his grind and work ethic, saying he gotta keep pushing like the Energizer Bunny. He don't got time to be slowing down. He said he requested a bed on the private jet he flew to the festival in Alabama, sleeping for 6 hours, then immediately jetting to LA to begin work on his new album. Weighing in on the shooting, he said he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But we here, man, and he's pushing. At the end of the day, the grind don't stop. He don't want people to feel sorry for him or no shit like that. People get shot every day, bro. The story was crazy, and we just glad we didn't lose another Migo to gambling or whatever the hell it was over. Moving on, Complex named one Jermaine Cole as the hottest rapper in the world. You heard that right, the hottest rapper in the world. Complex states, the long-delayed and highly anticipated Fall Off stands as one of the most critically acclaimed rap albums of the year and has allowed Cole to own the conversation in the first part of the year. They continued, to be the hottest rapper in the world right now means you have to control the charts, the algorithm, and capture the attention of an increasingly fickle rap population. J. Cole has done all of that, reminding us why he's still one of the most powerful artists in the world. Can't really be mad at that statement. The top 5 on the list are Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, NBA Youngboy, and Yeet. The culture has a lot to say about the ranking, but that's what these lists are for, to get us all talking. It's all over the place, so hop over to Complex and check it out. Another list was released in honor of Spotify's 20-year anniversary, which is crazy. That is a list of the top most 20 streamed artists of all time, and hip-hop holds a heavy presence. Drake came in at number 3, Eminem at number 9, Kanye West at number 10, Travis Scott at number 11, Kendrick Lamar at number 18, Future at 19, and the late great Juice WRLD at number 20. There were a few more lists that were almost absent of any rap at all, with just XXXTentacion at number 13 and Drake number 17 for Views and number 19 for Scorpion on the most streamed albums list, and just Drake at number 8 on the list of most streamed songs of all time, but that was for one dance, so no hip-hop there either. Shout out to all those artists and all the other non-hip-hop acts that made those lists. The Weeknd showed up strong in every category, as well as Post Malone and Billie Eilish. And speaking of Eminem and ending on a positive story, the rap god himself has officially celebrated 18 years sober, and we want to congratulate Marshall on his long walk. Addiction is not easy to deal with, and drug use was a huge part of his early persona. He infamously OD'd and almost died in 2007, inspiring his 2009 album Relapse and 2010's Recovery. He showed off his 18-year coin to his 45 million followers on social media, and fans poured in the love. Eminem made his name rapping about drugs, and it's flower-worthy as hell to see him sharing his journey of sobriety. 18 years is nothing to sniff at, no pun intended, like his Shade 4-5 was a thing before he even OD'd back in the day. He still gets a lot of hate from hip-hop, but this is always good news and can help empower his audience to start their own journey of sobriety. That's what's up. Thanks for watching, yo. If you made it this far, you might as well like and subscribe. Throw us a hype if you got one. It would really mean a lot for the channel, yo. I'm Frank 5D, the anomaly sworn solemnly high snobbity. Positive energy activates, constant elevation.